Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have such an exciting video. This video is a video that I've really enjoyed creating over the past year now and again, and I know you guys will love it too. I think it kind of sets out all the different trends and things that we're going to see this year, which is so exciting. So this video is going to be all the kind of fashion trends for 2025. Obviously we haven't had fashion week yet in February, which it usually is, for autumn winter, so we don't really know what they're going to hit the runways with quite yet. However, I have included some autumn winter trends from this year and a few predictions that I think will go into the rest of this year as well. But for spring summer we're definitely sorted because obviously fashion week was last year in September. I also just wanted to say before we go into it a little bit further, as much as fashion trends are so fun to buy into and we can get really creative and style our clothes a little bit differently as the season changes, as the years change, I think there is something for being said with keeping your wardrobe quite classic and minimalistic, and then sometimes you can buy into a trend that you really love and that you know you will wear maybe a couple of years or year after year and then have it when it comes back into fashion. I personally love to keep my wardrobe almost like a capsule wardrobe where I have a lot of different really high quality basic items that I can chop and change into. For example, today I'm wearing a white t-shirt with my favorite blue jeans ever that I literally wear so much, but how I've kind of styled it in a different way and added a bit of a trend piece rather than wearing a normal blazer. I'm wearing a suede blazer, so that's really been on trend this autumn winter, so I've definitely been getting a lot of wear out of this blazer. Also, just because all the high fashion brands and luxury brands are kind of coming out with all of these trends, I think it's really important to note that the high street does do really affordable and in some cases well-made pieces. This suede blazer was from H&M and it's actually been such a great piece. It didn't cost me too much and I do get the wear out of it that I need to. So much better than spending over 200, 300, 400, 500 on a suede blazer when you could just get a more affordable one that doesn't break the bank. Anyway, without further ado, let's go through all of the predictions. I have a little helper who wants to come. Okay, do you want to come and help do the predictions with me? Go on then, sit down. Okay. As we go through, of course, I will put images all around of these different trends and try and include links down below of things that already be in stock and showing for all of these different trends as well. So please let me know if you have any questions on where to buy things or what brands to buy from for these different trends. So first up we have Bohemian Boho Chic. Now I feel like this is a trend that never really goes out and always kind of sits there and comes back into play quite often. It's a trend that I personally love. I think it's very feminine, I think it's really beautiful, and whenever I see brands like Isabel Marant and Chloe do their runways, it literally reminds me of exactly this trend. But I think we're going to see it so much more than ever this year, and here are just some pictures of the runway and different kind of styles of what I think we will be seeing. We will be seeing a lot of really gorgeous white blouses, we'll be seeing a lot of gorgeous dresses. We could even see the return of the bracelet circle bags that Chloe was so famous for years, and it will all be in the details, including tassels on shoes and things like that as well. I think in terms of colour, I think it will be real peachy tones, and in fact I think peach will be a really popular colour in 2025. I think it's that colour that people will gravitate towards, especially in spring and summer. I absolutely love this trend. Let me know what you guys think of it. I think it pairs so well with things like cowboy boots. It's super versatile. I feel like everything within the boho chic kind of space is so floaty and flattering, and also doesn't require too much effort, but you also look amazing. Someone who I also think does that dresses really well in that kind of vibe is Sienna Miller. I feel like I've seen her so many like at Glastonbury, etc. Those kind of looks where she goes up more like boho chic, and I think she had a range with M&S last year that kind of gravitated more towards that as well. So yeah, that's the first one. It's probably the one I'm most excited about because I do struggle to find pieces like that on the high street at the moment within that kind of style, so hopefully there'll be a lot more coming out this year. Now one trend that I absolutely love, and we definitely saw people dressing more and more like this, especially I saw a lot of this in December this year, is sheer skirts and sometimes lace skirts, but the maxi ones where you can pair it with a belted blazer. You could also pair it with a jumper. You can see here there's a gorgeous burgundy one that I absolutely love that I found on Pinterest. I just love this. I think it's a very classic, versatile style that you can keep wearing year after year. I personally have a skirt like this already, and I do have some trousers kind of like this as well, where I get them out, you know, year after year, and I do wear them, but I think it's becoming a lot more popular now, and I can definitely see people wearing this a lot, even in summer and winter this year. Okay, number 3 is suede, but done chicly, not over the top and not tacky. I personally find the type of suede that looks really tacky is when it obviously looks cheap, but also it looks dirty and also is like the wrong color. For example, really bright orange suede, personally not for me. However, more muted tones like this dark brown jacket that I've got on, or you can get some lighter tones, I think is absolutely stunning. You can also get really dark, rich brown coats that are suede that I absolutely love as well. If you've bought anything from this year, don't worry if you've spent a little small fortune on like a jacket like I did. I bought a maxi coat from John Lewis, which was quite expensive, but I personally can't wait to get her out again. I'm definitely gonna be wearing her throughout spring whilst it's still pretty chilly, and then she'll have to retire for summer and then come back out in the autumn winter again, because I do feel like it is such a gorgeous versatile trend. But just make sure it's done relatively chicly. Like, you don't want to be going suede all over your body. If you want to, that's fine, but I personally wouldn't do that. I think just pairing one item to kind of elevate the look, or a bag, or kind of like an accessory to kind of tap into that trend without, you know, spending too much money, but also it does, you know, it does get dirty, and you've got to be really careful that you don't want to buy something that it's really hard to clean as well. Another trend, number 4, is sport luxe. Now, we have seen this a lot more recently with the rise of athleisure wear in the past few years, and people kind of dressing like off-duty kind of look, model looks. However, I think more and more this year we're going to kind of see that Princess Diana style coming through. I think she is, I mean, I know loads of people do, she is a style queen. The way she dressed for the gym and all just on the go, her different daily style was absolutely beautiful. And this is the moment, if you haven't already, to really invest in gorgeous athleisure wear that really gives you that off-duty model look. It's how I love to dress when I'm going to the gym and stuff as well. So it's biker shorts, high socks, chunky trainers, or even flatter trainers, it doesn't really matter. I know a lot of people are like against a chunky trainer now, but I think if you have a nice pair, it's still fine. Oversized sweatshirts, caps, and just looking that really that off-duty model look, even some jewelry and things like that, just to kind of elevate the basicness of it. Accessories like claw clips and things like that would also be great as well, with a really fun bag as well would be perfect. I think you will be seeing me dress a lot like this in 2025, and I definitely want to build on my kind of collection of athleisure wear, because at the moment I kind of just, I'm very basic with it. Like, I try to dress a little bit more, especially in summer. I think it's a lot easier, but in winter I kind of need to get it down to a T. I think there are amazing brands like Tala, Adnola, and so many more that kind of tap into those trends and always are bringing out pieces that kind of fit within that sport luxe space without spending an absolute fortune. You do have your brands like Sporty and Rich who have been doing this for years that also look incredible, and I'll put some pictures here of some of, you know, the looks that they do, because they are beautiful. They are just a little bit more pricey than your Adnola and Tala. Next up, I do not think we are going to be seeing the cinched blazer go anywhere. We definitely started to see it drip feed into fashion, especially in autumn winter last year. When I posted about these, you guys, in autumn at some point, I did a couple of videos where I had the odd cinched in blazer included. You guys went crazy for them, and I think that's just because it kind of gives you that oversized structure, but then it cinches you in the waist, so it's a bit different to those oversized blazers that we've been seeing year on year. I think these blazers make your overall look a lot more dressy instantly. For example, if you're wearing it with some trousers or a skirt or something, instantly that added silhouette really does help. I'm not saying that you have to buy loads of these blazers either. I think if you have one classic piece in your wardrobe that you know you will wear, I also don't think it will go anywhere, because you can wear it year after year and it's timeless, and it's definitely perfect for things like events and things like that as well. Next up, we are definitely going to see lots of belted jackets this year, and I'm talking like short jackets like this, but also puffer jackets like this and longer maxi coats like this. If you haven't already got yourself one, belted wool jackets obviously are not anything new, but I feel like the puffer ones and the cropped ones and little styles like this where the belt is a little bit different to the coat, I think looks so chic. There's this like creamy white one with the black, I just think looks so nice. Absolutely love that style. and I'm definitely going to be buying into that because I just love that kind of style of jacket so much. Do you think sometimes if you buy those kind of coats off the high street, make sure that you've got a good quality one, because they can fray really quickly and lose their shape and look really tacky really quickly. So make sure you're buying long-lasting ones that will last in your wardrobe a really long time, because again, it's a trend, but it's a timeless trend that are wearable and you can wear over and over again. Next up is hot pants. Now, I couldn't find that much inspo for this on Pinterest. I don't know if I was looking in the right place, but I did find a little bit and I do really love it. I personally tried this trend earlier this year, and my thighs, I shouldn't be so self-conscious, but I didn't feel super conscious in these hot pants. But I know a lot of people love them, so I'm gonna keep them within this video. I think it's a really cool trend, especially with tights. It is freezing cold though at the moment, so I would definitely, unless you just want to brave it, I wouldn't personally go out in hot pants and tights. However, I think it can look really chic and be a really fun like party outfit or going out outfit. It's just something a little bit different than like a skirt, trousers look, or even a maxi skirt. I think it kind of just it's a little bit more dressy, but also I think they are really comfortable as well. So it's a comfortable, but do I think this is gonna last? I don't know. Would I personally buy into it? I don't think so, but I think it's gonna be a great one for 2025, and I don't know if we're gonna be seeing it year after year though. So maybe if you're like not too bothered about this trend, don't buy into it. Last year, especially in summer, we saw people wearing bubble skirts and bubble dresses, etc. I mean like ones like this. I think if they're super minimalistic and not over the top in terms of colours and patterns, this can be quite a fun one. I don't know if it's for me. I think actually when I've tried it on in the past, I've really enjoyed wearing the outfits, because personally I feel like with my wider hips and everything, it makes my silhouette look a lot better, and it's really fun to wear and it's really comfortable. However, I'm not too sure if I'm loving it enough that I would buy a piece and then wear it over and over again. It definitely feels like a trend piece where sometimes people would wear that dress once and then they wouldn't wear it again to another event, which I'm not all for. I personally way prefer buying dresses and things that you will wear like event after event, party after party, dinner after dinner. So yeah, I'm not too sure on that one. I personally don't love it, but I think it's a fun one, and it does suit me, so maybe I should buy into it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Okay, we talked about this in my autumn trends, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere, so we're going to keep talking about it in this video. Skinny jeans. I know they're controversial. I personally also do not love them. However, I think they can be done so nicely with boots, and I'm talking knee-high boots, Wellington boots. It does give very old money chic, and I do think if it's done really well and subtly, it can look really nice. I think, you know, knee-high boots obviously pair really well with leggings, so why not try it with jeans, which is a slightly different material. So I do think they are really cute in outfits like this. Do I think it's for me? I'm not sure, but I do think they are really fun outfits to put together and almost timeless. Like I do feel like there's something quite essentially classic about this whole look. However, if you're not too sure on like going full skinny jeans, which I totally get, you can get these like skinny jeans with the boot cut as well, which I think is like such a fun way of kind of tapping into that trend without having to obviously, you know, go full skinny jeans. I personally do not think we will see the return of low waist, you know, skinny, straight, baggy jeans. I just think that is way too far back into the 2000s for me. But I think, yeah, skinny jeans are kind of bridging that gap between thousands, and even like I feel like we saw these back in the 2010s a lot as well, so I don't really think they're going to go anywhere. They're here to stay, and I think you can make and dress them really classically. Now, if you're looking for any jean brands and you're not too sure which ones to buy into, I would definitely recommend looking at Abercrombie & Fitch. They just have such a wide variety of sizes, styles and everything, and I personally have built my whole jeans wardrobe now on Abercrombie & Fitch because they're so affordable and so amazing, so definitely check them out. Okay, the final trend is the cape. I love a cape outfit. Now, from what we've seen on the runway, I feel like it's going to be some longer capes potentially, but I also think like a shorter cape coat is really nice when you belt it and things like that. Also this year we saw a lot of kind of like capey kind of coats that kind of flow really nicely with scarves as well. I think we can see a lot of that going into the rest of this winter / into autumn winter next year, so definitely stay tuned for that. I personally don't love the longer cape. I don't know if that's for me, but some people might. So that is all of the trends for 2025. I think a lot of them are very wearable and a lot of them are almost a little bit obvious. I hope you've enjoyed me going through all of them. Now, I did want to touch on some colours for this year that I think might be trending quite a lot, because I've seen this year that this kind of like mocha chocolate was a huge trend of 2025 and contenders of this year, and I will go through them. The first is the colour Pistachio. Pistachio is such a gorgeous colour, and yes, you might not catch me wearing it on a day-to-day, but I think with accessories and maybe one small item, this could be absolutely fine. I absolutely love heels like this or jumper styles like this where it's nice and subtle but you can maybe wear with an all-white out or cream out. I love the food pistachio. I absolutely, anything pistachio is like right on my street. If you know me, like I absolutely love it. So I think we've seen it a lot with the food and the inspiration from there, and it's actually kind of trending into a style piece, which I think is really amazing. I think it's quite hard to find pieces in pistachio at the moment, but I think we'll see a lot more of it this year. I also think, as I said earlier, the colour peach, like that kind of like light peach, will be a really popular colour this year as well. And the colour yellow, I feel like we'll see a lot of bridesmaids and things like that in yellow this year. It will be a really, really popular colour. For me, yellow, I just don't wear it. I know that a lot of people say you would really suit yellow, but I just don't really think it's for me. But I can see a lot of people wearing it and really love wearing it this year. Finally, the colour of the autumn next year, and I think we've seen it this year and the year before, but it's never really taken over like it did with chocolate brown, is that kind of like wine cherry red. I know we see it year after year that it's a popular colour for autumn. It's a very obvious colour. A lot of people get their nails that colour. However, I think we'll see more and more pieces, more than ever, with that like burgundy rich red, which I think is so lovely and I'm so excited for. And anyone that's bought into that trend in the past few years will definitely be able to keep their pieces into this year. It's just so nice. So that is all of the colour trends for this year as well. Let me know what you think down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Which is perfectly fine, because I am by no means a complete fashion expert. I just really love to have a little look at all the trends and see what I might buy into this year. However, as I did say at the beginning, wear what you want and make sure you are building your capsule wardrobe, a wardrobe that will last and that is sustainable. Try not to, you know, over purchase a trend piece and only wear something once. That's something I really do not agree with. Everything in my wardrobe has been worn multiple times and has a really long life, and if I decide to sell anything, I do sell it on my limited account, which is actually being updated at the moment because I have a lot to put on there after a huge wardrobe clear out that I've had. I've personally been really developing my style in the past year, and have been building my wardrobe up, which I've actually had the best time doing. But I have definitely fallen into the trap of sometimes buying, you know, the odd trend piece which isn't also necessary. One brand I would love to shout out for the girls out there who want to buy timeless dresses but they don't know what brand to buy from, and you know, you can fall into the trap of Pretty Little Thing, Shein, etc. Do not do that, by the way, if you're watching this video. Like, I know it's much more affordable, but the things that go on behind the scenes in the factories and the manufacturing facilities and things like that is just so awful. Like, the reason it's so cheap is because of how it's produced, what it's made of, etc. One brand that I do absolutely love is Odd Muse. I think that she's absolutely smashed it, creating timeless dresses and timeless outfits that you can wear again and again and season after season. So definitely check that out as well. And that's it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with a more in-depth spring trends video probably at the end of February, early March, just so as soon as we go into that spring period, we can make sure we've got our wardrobes covered. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.